Hey, sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. When I put together my 100 cards for $10,000 list, my primary goal was to select cards of players that I eventually hoped to complete their playing days run. Now, for some of the players, I was not able to include all of the cards that I need for their playing days run. And one of those players is Harmon Killebrew. There was one card in his playing days run that I needed that I just couldn't find a spot on my 100 card list, but it is one that I need for his playing days run. Well, recently I was looking through some listings of Harmon Killebrew cards. If you've been following along on my journey of my 100 card project, you know that I've been picking up a lot of Harmon Killebrew cards lately. Well, I saw an auction for this one card that I need that is not on that list, and I was fortunate enough to be the high bidder and won it. So I'm going to turn the camera around, show off that Harmon Killebrew card, as well as some of the other cards I have from that set. So let's go check out my killer of a card. So the Harmon Killebrew card that I need for his playing days run that is not on my 100 cards for $10,000 list is his 1956 Topps card. Just take a look at that beauty. Now, I mentioned that this was an eBay auction. There were actually two cards in a similar grade. I'll reveal what the grade is in a little bit here. But there were two cards coming up for auction, I think maybe a day apart from each other. Both copies were very well centered, like this one here. The other one, had the same general eye appeal in terms of centering, but the color was a little bit lighter. This one had much bolder colors to it, and around the other one, around the yellow here, had a little bit of it was a little off on the registration, so I wasn't as interested in that one as I was in this one. But since the other one ended sooner, I followed it just to see what the winning bid was. And that one sold for $99. So I knew roughly what I would have to bid to win this copy. And believe it or not, even though I liked this one better, in fact, on the other copy, you can see here on the back, there's a red in that circle, and around the H and in the W, the red was, the registration was off. So even on the back, I noticed that I liked this copy better for the registration. And again, the centering was the same. But the other one ended at $99, and I was able to win this one with a winning bid of $93. So I was able to pick this one up for $6 less, and in my mind, this one had the overall nicer eye appeal. So I think I did really good with this pickup. Again, love the centering. Pretty much there may be some slight surface issues around the green up there, but it's so minor, and it's corner issues which results in the grade. So regarding the number grade, again, I was looking for it just in terms of my budget, in terms for what I could afford at this point in time for this 56 Topps card. And if you've been following along with my videos, you know that yes, it is a PSA 4 copy, just another PSA 4 gem that I have found for my collection. So before we get back to this one, to give it a final look, I thought I would show off some of the other 56 Topps cards in my collection. Don't have that many, but the first one here is this beautiful Ted Williams. Again, in A4. Love the centering. This was a national pickup a couple years ago. And here's the back. And you can notice this is the white back as opposed to the gray back of the Harmon Killebrew card. So you can see the comparison there. This is definitely darker, the gray back, and the Ted Williams is the white back. Then we have my Warren Spawn that someday will get out of the plastic hell of this BVG slab, but that's a nice copy there as well. This was one I picked up at my local card shop some probably going on 10 years now. That's a nice copy there. And then finally, as part of my Hank Aaron run, here's my Hank Aaron. Now this one's in a 3, but again, very well centered. And another gray back. So yeah, managed to pick up the one Harmon Killebrew card that I need that was not off on my 100 cards for $10,000 list. So it gets me ever so close to completing a Harmon Killebrew run. The next probably most difficult or most expensive card remaining, I still need his 1958 Topps card. He doesn't have a 57 Topps card, and I had always wondered why, and then I looked at the back of one of his cards and saw that he was sent down to the minor leagues for the 1957 season, so hence he does not have a 57 Topps card. So it skips from 1956 to 1958, and I've been looking at cards for the 58 set for Harmon Killebrew, and man, it is so hard to find one that is well centered in a mid-grade to fit my budget. I'll eventually find one, but that one's, I think, going to take a while for me to find the right copy. And of course, there are a couple others that I need to pick up as well. One of my goals, I think, for next year is to attempt to complete his playing days run. So now I have the 1956 Topps card of his to go toward that run. So would love to know in the comments what you think about this pickup of a killer Harmon Killebrew card. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.